making movement near the entrance. When a violet glow crossed tunnel 3, thin electric looking lines were spreading through the marble underneath our feet. No cable entered that old section, no emergency lamp remained in sight. Still the walls grew brighter as we followed purple rivers running through the white. Every fractured surface caught the darkness, every narrow vein returned the light. Deep beneath the silent quarry, stone itself was changing what we saw. Purple through the white, lines beneath the ground. Every fresh cut surface turns the darkness inside out. Follow where it bends, watch the colors grow. Something in the mountain never fails to show. Velvet quarry pulse, purple running through the stone. Velvet quarry pulse, right where darkness used to own. Deep beneath the hillside, through the marble veins, every fractured surface makes the hidden colors blaze. Velvet quarry pulse, take me where the violet pathways go. Geologists arrived by afternoon, taking samples from the glowing seam under ultraviolet measurements. The explanation quickly became clear. Fluorescent mineral filled the marble, deposited when ancient water flowed. Manganese and calcite combinations formed the colors buried far below. Nothing in the stone produced the power, nothing supernatural burned within. Light from surveillance struck certain crystals, then returned to wavelengths we could see. But the newly opened gallery continued farther than the quarry plan. Cutting marks appeared along the walls from tools that predated every modern scan. The company had entered older workings without recording what had once been. Velvet quarry pulse, purple running through the stone. Velvet quarry pulse, light where darkness used to own. Deep beneath the hillside, through the marble veins, every fractured surface makes the hidden colors blaze. Velvet quarry pulse, take me where the violet pathways go. Historical surveys found the answer in a regional archive miles away. Before the industrial quarry opened, small-scale stone cutters worked the same terrain. They followed colored mineral bands because the brightest stone sold at a higher price. Narrow tunnels crossed the mountain, cut completely without outward light. Reflecting metal sheets were positioned at the entrances and turning points. Daylight traveled down the passages from polished surface into polished surface. The violet veins became their markers, helping crews identify the marble grade. What appear like random glowing pathways and once held guide the stone they chose to take. But seismic cracks had opened chambers unsupported for 100 years. Entering farther without stabilization could collapse the galleries above.
Low voice locked heartbeat, boots on stone. That fracture before moving on. Purple line bright when the UV hits. Mineral response, no fantasy tricks. Calcite glow where the manganese stays. Old crews follow those colored veins. Handcut marks on the gallery side, proof another generation worked inside.
Deep tone heavy, every rhyme stays tight. No male melody, only bars on the strike. Scan that roof, check stress in the seam. Beauty means nothing if the structure ain't clean. Gallery 4 has a pressure split, loose block hanging where the fault line hit. Brace that section, close these. Don't chase a glowing wall underneath.
Old reflector plates at the corner bend. Daylight relay from end to end. No wire needed, no electric grid. Simple geometry did what it did. Base runs low while the evidence stacks.
Modern survey meets the old tool tracks. Past isn't treasure to grab it on. Sometimes the greatest find is leaving it in stone. Document first, stabilize the way, protect the workers and the history today. Violet line through the mounting face. Read every layer before changing the place. Engineers secure the western gallery while the deepest tunnel stayed untouched. Remote cameras cross the narrow sections where unstable ceilings held too much. Images reveal the cutting chamber larger than the other rooms we'd seen. Half-finished columns line the walls with violet bands running in between. Several blocks remained exactly where the stone cutters had left them. Their tool marks stopped halfway cable entered that old section. No emergency lamp remained inside. Still the walls grew brighter as we followed. Pepper rivers running through the white. Every fractured surface caught the darkness. Every narrow vein returned the light. Deep beneath the silent quarry, stone itself was changing what we saw. Ripple through the white lines beneath the ground. Every fresh cut surface turns to darkness inside out. Follow where it bends, watch the colors grow. Something in the mountain has another face to show. Velvet quarry pulse, purple running through the stone. The velvet quarry pulse, light where darkness used to own. Deep beneath the hillside, through the marble veins, every fractured surface makes the hidden colors blaze. Velvet quarry pulse, take me where the violet pathways go. Geologists arrive by
Go.
Last train crossed the upper station. Workers closed the eastern line. Concrete drilling stopped abruptly when the cutter broke through empty space. Behind the wall, a tiled staircase dropped beneath the modern interchange. Faded arrows pointed downward toward a platform without any name.
I was mapping structural boundaries when the emergency lights went through. Green tile stretched beside two silent tracks that disappeared into tunnels out of view.
No platform number, no destination, no connection on the current plan. Only rusted rails beneath the city and a clock still fixed at 10 past 10. Down beneath the trains, under crowded streets, another railway waits where different decades meet. Follow every line, measure every wall. A platform disappear without completely leaving at all. The vanishing platform hidden underneath the city line. The vanishing platform left behind but never lost to time. Green along the column, steel beneath the ground. Every empty trackway carries traces of a moving town. The vanishing platform.
Find a road that disappeared from every map.
Transport archives gave no answer until plans were found in storage off-site. A prototype automatic railway had been constructed underneath the night.
Small electric cars were lit to travel between the station and the civic square.
Driverless control was being tested.
Years before such systems became common there.
Only 3 stations reached completion before construction costs began to climb. Then a change in city administration ended funding for the entire line.
Public service never started, so the platforms gained no passenger name. And trains just disappear behind new buildings, and the project faded from the city's frame.
But the rails continued farther than the surviving documents implied. One tunnel turned beneath the river toward the opposite side. The vanishing platform hidden underneath the city line. The vanishing platform left behind but never lost to time. Green along the column, steel beneath the ground. Every empty trackway carries traces of a moving town. The vanishing platform.
Find a road that disappeared from every map.
Then from every map. Remote cameras entered first because the river tunnel showed decay. Past the curve they found another station, finished only halfway in the clay.
Stacks of tiles remained unopened. Signal cabinet flying the western wall.
A single prototype carriage
Waited underneath the canvas cover.
Its body looks surprisingly modern. Wide front glass and doors on either side.
Inside stood no
Driver's compartment.
only bench seats running down the line.
Engineering notebooks near the workshop showed the team had tested it for monks. Acceleration, braking, platform alignment.
Automatic stopping.
After every run,
The project hadn't failed technically. Its machines had reached the stated goal.
the construction underneath the river
Made the complete network cost too much.
Deep voice locked, hard bars, tunnel runs low. Prototype rail where the crowds never go. Green tile wall and an unfinished track. City change plans, so the money pulled back.
No ghost train, no secret ride. Engineering test on the underground side.
Automatic stop with the relay chain.
Years before computers control the train. No gravel pressure, every syllable tight rap. Stays rhythm, no melody tonight.
Scan a tunnel where the river runs near.
Water through joints means the structure ain't clear.
Don't move the carriage till the floor gets right.
Corrosion underneath where the steel frame spread. Brace that roof, monitor the wall.
History ain't worth a preventable fall.
Blueprint missing, follow physical proof.
Cable trays, drainage marks on the roof. Compare old invoices, contractor names.
Build a real story, unverifiable remains.
Heartbeat lands while the data sets meet. Prototype technology under modern feet.
Failure isn't always a machine gone wrong.
Sometimes economics as a project can't go on.
Document the platform, stabilize the frame.
Div the engineers who built it back their names.
Eat voice cuts while the bass stays strong.
A railway can matter
Even if nobody rode along.
Researchers trace the engineering team through employment files and family. Several younger technicians later worked on transit systems that became well known.
Ideas stepped it underneath the station.
Didn't vanish when the project closed.
Door controls and stopping measurements
Appeared again wherever those engineers would go.
that changed the meaning of the platform. It wasn't simply failure underground.
It became one branch of experimentation
Whose results traveled when the line shut down.
Prototype carriage stayed in place, too fragile to be lifted through the shaft. Instead, the chamber was stabilized and environmental controls were added.
No attempt was made to make it run.
Its electrical equipment stayed asleep.
The value was improving, it still moved.
The value was the knowledge it helped people keep. Snow came down before the sunrise, closing every road above the lake. By the time the clouds had broken, half the northern mountainside had changed. White had swallowed trail and fences, warning signs were buried out of sight. Rescue teams moved from the lower station, mapping every slope in morning light. Then a narrow metal column rose where tons of snow had torn away. 3 black rings around its surface caught the sunlight through the drifting gray. Farther up, another waited, then a third appeared beyond the ridge. None were shown on modern winter maps, yet all were standing in a measured grid. Black rings in the white, lines across the snow. Something underneath this mountain marks a route we do not know. Count them through the ridge, measure where they stand. An older warning system is returning from the land. Silent avalanche code, black against the endless white. Silent avalanche code, draw the buried mountain into sight. Pole after pole, across the broken snow. Every measured marker shows another place the danger flows. Silent avalanche code, read the mountain.
Before another slope, let's go. Archive photographs, identify them from a winter project decades gone before. Electronic monitoring, these poles help mountain workers carry on. Each contained a weighted mechanism hidden in the chamber underneath. Snow pressure pushed the sliding collar down the pole by measured degrees.
Black rings gave crews a distant reading, showing how the loading changed with height. Different patterns across the mountain helped them judge which slopes were safe that night. When modern sensors reached the valley, most mechanical poles were left behind. Snow and vegetation hid the system until the avalanche exposed the line. But one newly uncovered marker showed its color lower than the rest.
Not where the avalanche had started.
On the untouched western crest, silent avalanche code, black against the endless white. Silent avalanche code, draw the buried mountain into sight. Pole after pole, across the broken snow. Every measured marker shows another place the danger flows. Silent avalanche code.
Read the mountain. Before another slope, let's go.
its failure, it is simply measured local low, but it's unexpected exposed. Position made us just a slope outside the normal zone. Below that ridge, a maintenance cabin held two workers waiting for the road. The location set beyond the avalanche, but directly underneath the western snow.
Helicopters couldn't reach the landing. Crosswinds climbed along the upper face, so the rescue route turned through the forest, far outside the threatened run-out space.
No race against the fancy countdown, no reckless climb into the white. We had enough evidence to move them before conditions worsened overnight.
Deep voice locked, heartbeat pressure in the snow. Black ring marker tells the local load. Old pole symbol doesn't forecast the slide. Use it as evidence, verify the side.
Radar on the crash shows the weak player clear. Wind slab building where the ridge runs near. Cabin down slope, move the crew away. They'll send rescue bursts through the loaded face today.
Low gravel weight, every bar stays tight. Route through timber on the safer ride. Check the run out, check terrain. Read every layer from the latest snow and rain.
One old instrument can raise a flag, but never let nostalgia overrule the facts. Modern scan field test weather combined. Different evidence strengthens the line.
Cadence, it's no melody song. Rap stays hard in the bottom of the lung. Close that sector, mark the zone. Nobody proves courage by going along.
Wind keeps sorting through the afternoon. Temperature drops under the clearing moon. Move the workers, lock the trail.
Let the mountain release without somebody there to fail.
Hard bars land of the data update. Safety is a system, not a gamble. With fate pole in the snow, give another place to see. Then measurement turn warning into strategy.
Both workers reach the lower station before the afternoon wind strengthened more. No dramatic moment marked their arrival, just wet gloves drying by the door.
Through the evening sensors, watch the summit while the western axis stay completely closed. Shortly after two, the slab released and crossed the empty maintenance road.
Snow-filled half the cabin clearing being stopped among the lower trees. No one stood within the rundown. A rescue crew had entered needlessly.
Morning teams inspected from a distance before conditions allowed them near. The old mechanical marker had survived. Its black rings visible and clear. It had not saved anyone alone.
That distinction mattered afterward.
A clue became useful only because people tested what the clue inferred. Measure, then decide. Never just a single sign.
Old and new.
Red bricks surface through the hillside where no building should have stood below.
I was mapping less I damage when a doorway opened through the clay. Iron letters crossed the lintel, almost hidden underneath decay.
Past the entrance ran a corridor, shells disappearing into black.
Canvas stacks of wood and sorting tables waited beneath a century of dust.
Every cabinet carried numbers, every wall was painted postal red.
Thousands of unopened envelopes filled the underground rooms ahead.
Red beneath the hill, paper under stone. Every faded destination once was meant to reach a home. Follow every mark, trace the sorting line.
Something stopped these letters on their journey through another time.
Scarlet Archive, letters waiting underground. Scarlet Archive, lost destinations all around.
Names across the paper,
stamps from distant towns.
Every interrupted journey,
still remembers where it started out. Scarlet Archive,
find the reason
why they never left this place.
Records showed a mountain postal center built when rails still crossed the upper pass.
And not from isolated mining villages.
Changed its route beneath this building first. But the official station stood above ground with the railway half a mile away.
Nothing mentioned underground chambers
or the massive sorting rooms
we found out.
Then a faded engineering ledger explained the reason for the hidden floor.
Winter avalanches closed the railway
far too often in the years before.
So a protected sorting station being cut directly through the hill.
Mail could wait beneath the mountain
until trains and roads were moving still.
But why had thousands stayed unopened after transportation had returned?
One date appeared on every final ledger.
The day the entire system ceased to turn.
Scarlet Archive, letters waiting underground. Scarlet Archive, lost destinations all around.
Names across the paper,
stamps from distant towns.
Every interrupted journey
still remembers where it started out. Scarlet Archive,
find the reason answer.
A major earthquake struck that winter night.
Rock falls bury both rail entrances.
And damaged tunnels farther down the line.
The postal workers all evacuated
before the underground supports gave way.
No one died inside the station, but nobody could safely
re-enter 4 months.
By the time engineers reopened,
took a different route had been arranged.
Mining towns were losing population,
and the regional postal
network
changed.
The sealed mail should have been recovered, but responsibility had passed around.
One department thought another handled it.
Then the chamber disappeared from records. Decades turned in administrative failure
into thousands of forgotten lives.
Birthday cards and business applications,
photographs and ordinary goodbyes.
Low voice lock heartbeat red on the walls, or code faded in the underground hall. Bag after bag with the days so clear. Home mail route open for 100 years. No secret vault, no criminal scheme. Earthquake broke the transportation machine. Office change, jurisdiction moved. Everybody thought the mail got removed.
Deep tone heavy, every bar stays tight. Catalog first on the preservation line.
Don't rip envelopes, don't chase a name.
Private words still private, whatever their age.
Check the loft by the rightful roof. Descendants and archives need sorting out.
Some could be delivered, some must stay sealed.
Some belong protected, never publicly revealed.
Base runs hard with a low end grind. History doesn't cancel privacy with time. Every old letter was written to one.
Not for a crowd when the century's done.
Map those acts by village and day.
Rebuild the root before deciding their fate.
Respect the sender,
respect the name. Recovery matters more than turning pain into fame.
Hard grind lands, not melodic tone.
Mail rap, only deep voice alone.
Paper survive where the railway failed.
Now handle every piece like the trust it carried in the mail. Legal teams and archivists assembled. Rules were written before one seal was touched.
Letters with living recipients could still be offered without opening them.
Others move through careful research, searching descendants where consent was clear.
Public exhibition showed only envelopes,
unless families chose to share
what lay within.
One blue letter reached a woman
97 years old that spring,
addressed to her mother as a schoolgirl
from an older brother,
working in the mines. The envelope remained unopened
until she chose to break the fragile seal.
Inside he described the first winter snowfall
and promised he'd be home the following year.
Records showed he kept that promise.
He lived another 57 years.
The lost letter changed, no tragic ending.
It simply arrived a century late. Some words change a life. Some words simply wait. Not every missing found the harbor peaceful. Boats were resting inside the bay. Not a cloud above the headland, not a storm 4 miles away. Then the drainage channels filled backward. Salt water climbed against the grate. Through the streets behind the seawall, shallow silver rivers made their way. Within minutes all the water turned and vanished toward the shore, leaving shells beside the market 20 meters from the harbor floor. 3 hours later it returned there, following the very same strange line, while the open sea stayed almost level, far beyond the outer warning sign. Water through the street, water against the flow. Something underneath the village pulls it where it shouldn't go. Come beyond the wall, movement underneath. Every rising silver line begins beneath our feet. Phantom tides rising, running where the ocean never climbed. Phantom tides rising, turning every harbor rule around tonight. Through the narrow alleys, past the market signs, water finds a hidden road beneath the old shoreline. Phantom tides rising, follow where the current changes sides.
Survey teams inspected seawalls. Every gate remained completely sealed. Pressure gauges near the harbor showed no surge arriving from the sea.
Yet old wells behind the village rose before the streets began to flood. That moved every investigation from the outer coast beneath the ground.
Historical maps reveal the wetland buried when the harbor town expanded. Channels once connected, inland springs to tidal pools across the sand. Concrete roads and newer buildings covered almost every former stream, but below them fractured stone remained. A buried water network still unseen.
The incoming flow was not the ocean pushing suddenly across the bay. Groundwater trapped beneath the hillside
Was reversing through the ancient way.
Phantom tides rising, running where the ocean never climbed. Phantom tides rising, turning every harbor rule around tonight. Through the narrow alleys, past the market signs, water finds a hidden mill beneath the old shoreline. Phantom tides rising, follow where the current changes sides. Changes side. Weeks of rain had filled the highlands, though the village skies had turned to blue. Underground the pressure kept increasing, moving through the limestone channels too. At a narrow layer near the harbor, fresh groundwater met the coastal tide. When the offshore level reached a certain point, the trapped inland pressure had nowhere to hide.
Water forced its way through buried channels, entered drains from underneath the street. Then the pressure dropped as reservoirs emptied, and the sudden flood began retreating. That explained the strange repeating rhythm, but another problem came in view. Several underground routes were collapsing near the oldest houses by the school. Blocking every channel was impossible. Pressure would just find another line. The village needed room for water without surrendering the streets each time. Low voice locked, hard bars map the underground. Sea looks calm, but there's pressure in the ground. Rain up high from a week before, travels through limestone to the harbor floor. Wetland buried when the streets run wide. Channel still running on the hidden side. Tide hits one level, inland head stays high. Pressure flips direction and the drains reply. Deep tone heavy, keep the cadence tight. Fresh water pushing in the coastal night. Check every well, every fracture zone. Trace that flow through the porous scum. Don't seal the network, that'll shift the strain. Force new water through another lane. Open safe basins where the old marsh lay. Give the pressure somewhere, control the drain away. Critical doors protect the school. Restore two channels as a pressure rule. Sensors in the wells, gauges by the quay. Read inland water with the level of the sea. Hard rhyme lands, no melodic line. Rap stays low and the beat stays tight. What looks like tide from the harbor view starts in the hills where the rain came through. Rapid ocean, two systems collide. Understand both sides when the currents divide. Make room for water, don't diminish it, disappear. Then the next strange rise becomes something we can steer. Engineers reopened an old basin where a parking lot had covered marsh. New channels curved around the village, through a park beside the northern arch. Returned along the shallow margins, stone paths crossed the restored wet ground. During ordinary days, the basin looked like any garden in the town. But when groundwater pressure started climbing, overflow entered through the safer route. Instead of rising through the market drains, the restored channels carried water out. No enormous walls surrounded houses, no machine attempted total control. The design gave moving water space to change direction as it flowed. The first real test arrived in autumn, after 7 days of mountain rain. Walls began to rise behind the harbor, and the buried pressure formed again. Water start.
Arrived across the highland, bending cedar branches to the east. Deep inside the protected forest, metal tones began between the trees. I had come to inspect old fire roads, close and slugging ended years ago. When a low vibration crossed the valley, then another answered far below.
Through the mist stood narrow towers, rust-rut frames above the forest floor. Hundreds hidden between branches in straight lines nobody used anymore.
As the wind increased around us, different towers formed Every gust awakens something waiting everywhere. Follow every note, fight where lines begin. An iron forest is resonating with the wind. Iron forest resonance, rolling through the cedar green. Iron forest resonance, loudest hidden structure ever seen. High above the pathways, deep among the pines. Every metal tower carries one harmonic through the lines. Iron forest resonance,
Find the reason
why the mountain learned to sing.
Old forestry maps identified them as a network built in '69. Cable towers moved enormous timber from steep slopes toward the railway line.
When the logging operation ended, most suspended cables were removed. But the steel support frame stayed standing, where dismantling proved difficult to do.
Different tower heights and hollow sections made them react differently to air. Open braces split the moving wind and send vibrations through the frame.
Still enough to part to organize to come from random engineering alone.
Several towers matched exact integrals
Across kilometers of mountain stone. Iron forest resonance, rolling through the cedar green. Iron forest resonance, loudest hidden structure ever seen. High above the pathways, deep among the pines. Every metal tower carries one harmonic through the lines. Iron forest resonance,
Find the reason
why the mountain learned to sing.
Maintenance journal gave the answer, written by the cable system crew.
Workers tune the hollow warning chambers.
So each tower had a different tone.
Before portable radio coverage, crews relied on signals through the valley, striking metal plates at each location.
Sent identifying notes through trees.
One tone marked the northern loading station. Two note patterns warned of cable strain.
Three descending tones meant stop the system.
Until inspection made it safe again.
Tower pitch became a working language, simple enough to recognize in fog. Now the missing cables changed the airflow.
And the wind was playing fragments of that code.
No message had survived intentionally.
No machine was trying to call.
Only tuned steel meeting moving air
Recreating pieces
of a working system after all. Deep voice locked hard bar still in the breeze. Old frame humming through the cedar trees.
Tower 1 low,
Tower 4 runs high.
different chamber lengths shape the sound in the sky.
No ghost code, no hidden mind. Physics in the frame with the working design.
Crew hit play, so when the fog got dense,
Tone carry farther than a shouted sentence.
low voice heavy, heavy rhyme lands clean.
Map those frequencies across the green.
3 note fall mid, shut the cable down.
2 sharp strikes sent inspection around.
Wind hits braces at a third in speed.
Vortex
Makes the whole sections breathe.
resonance rises.
When the timing aligns,
Old tune structures answer through the pine.
check corrosion before you call it art.
Several tower bases already coming apart.
Goes the trail where the west frame leans.
History ain't worth putting hikers underneath.
Reinforce a view, remove what's unsafe.
Documents every frequency and place.
Place some towers where ecology allows.
Let the forest keep what fits it now.
Heartbeat locked with the gravel low tone.
Male voice rap and the rap alone.
Full steel singing isn't asking us to stay.
It's evidence of how people worked another day.
Structural teams inspected every tower. 32 were dangerous in storms. Those came down before another winter. After every measurement was stored.
Others stood on
Stable foundations,
far from trails.
and nesting zones.
A smaller group received
Reinforcement,
to preserve the warning.
tone design.
Researchers built a digital model.
Matching tower shape to every pitch.
Wind tunnel tests recreated patterns.
Showing why particular notes would switch.
Former forestry
Parker's visit,
recognizing signals
instantly. One remember hearing stop commands.
across a fog so thick he couldn't see.
For him the tools were never music.
They meant machinery.
Risk and work,
The forest had transformed the purpose.
only after industry had left. Sound can change its meaning when the world around it moves. What once carried warnings can become another kind of truth. Keep the human story with incomplete and unclear. Iron forest resonance. Let Iron forest resonance. Let Morning broke above a mountain. Red flowers covered every eastern field. Empty hives stood by the orchard. Not a single worker crossed the air. I had come to check the colonies after farmers reported something strange. Thousands left before the sunrise, moving uphill in enormous waves. They didn't scatter through the valley, didn't follow blossoms near the stream. Every swarm turned toward the old ridge where abandoned marker towers could be seen. Crimson panels caught the daylight high above the terraces and trees. Round and round the bees kept circling, then they vanished farther through the green. Follow through the flowers, follow through the pines. Every swarm is moving on another hidden line. Something on the ridge changes where they go. Find the missing colonies before the evening falls below. Crimson honey protocol, follow where the wild wings turn. Crimson honey protocol, past the fields where scarlet flowers burn. Over every orchard, higher through the green, thousands move together toward a place we've never seen. Crimson honey protocol, trace the pattern written in their flight. The red towers weren't communication, they were markers from an old farm to guide agricultural aircraft before satellite navigation came. Their faded paint contained a pigment different from the modern coding used under morning ultraviolet. It reflected stronger than we knew. Bees can read a spectrum, human vision never fully sees. Still a colored marker couldn't explain why entire colonies would leave. Then hive inspection showed the problem. Temperature was rising deep inside. Ventilation ports had slowly narrowed after years of resin built up high. A new warm season pushed the colonies beyond the range the old boxes could sustain. The crimson markers weren't commanding them, they were simply visible along the route away. Crimson honey protocol, follow where the wild wings turn. Crimson honey protocol, past the fields where scarlet flowers burn. Over every orchard, higher through the green, thousands move together toward a place we've never seen. Crimson honey protocol, trace the pattern written in their flight. Beyond the ridge, we found the swarms inside a forest hollow facing north. Rock crevices and ancient cedar cavities offered cooler shelter from the warmth. Several colonies had already settled, others clustered underneath the stone. No strange instinct had appeared overnight, they were searching for a safer home. But another question waited, why had so many moved within one day? Weather records showed a pressure change and temperatures had climbed the same way. The apiary boxes shared one design, installed across the property at once. Aging vents had failed to gather, turning separate hives into one common risk. The dramatic swarm was only many small decisions synchronized by the same heat, the same equipment, and the same conditions at the same time. Feed voice locked heartbeat, followed that flight heat in the box from the day to the night. Androids narrow, resin on the screen, whole hive searching for somewhere cool and clean. Red marker hive with ultraviolet shine, easy visual reference on the mantle line. It ate a command and it ain't control, just one bright landmark on the route they know. Low tone, heavy, every bar stays tight. Sample each colony, compare it right. Same box model, same vent age, same hot week, prism on the same page. Don't chase swarms with a chemical cloud, give the distance, see the work zone clear. Set cooler box near the lower tree line, let train keepers moving safely in time. Check parasites, check food source too, never let one explanation but provide a view. Some colonies weak, some healthy and strong. Heat was a common factor, moving them along. Hard rhyme lands with a gravel low weight. Upgrade ventilation before it's too late. Shade on the roof, water close by. Different hive designs, get a separate trial. No melting, rap stays raw. Every syllable lands with a rhythmic jaw. Watch what the bees do, measure what changed, then rebuild the system with a wider range. Keepers place new action. Reflected blue seduced the midday heat. Temperature sensors tracked each chamber, while water stations stood beneath the leaves. The Crimson Tower stayed untouched until environmental testing could be done. Their weathered pigment posed no hazard, so removing them would solve nothing at all. By late afternoon, the flight paths weakened. Only scattered workers crossed the ridge. The mountains slowly lost a roaring sound that had filled the morning air. Not one hidden switch, not one single cause, not one hidden switch, not one hidden switch. Morning climbed the harbor silos, red sun burning through the dust. Empty conveyors crossed the skyline, steel and concrete stained with rust. I was checking demolition levels in the terminal's abandoned core, when the freight lift lit its numbers, though we cut its main supply before. Emergency current fed the controls, enough to move the car at reduced speed. Still it shouldn't choose a destination without a command from any key. Then the crimson indicator stopped between the numbered floors, at a level absent from the drawings, behind two sealed industrial doors. Up through concrete, down through steel, hidden levels start to reveal. Every number, every line leaves another missing floor behind. Crimson elevator takes the hidden levels one by one. Crimson elevator rise beneath the burning harbor sun. Higher through the concrete, deeper through the years, every unexpected doorway makes another floor appear. Crimson elevator, where did all these missing levels go? Engineers disabled movement before we opened anything inside. Then we traced the emergency circuit through a relay on the western side. Although mechanical selectors still contain the maintenance routine. When vibration crossed the threshold, the car returned to inspection scenes. Recent cutting near the silo had disturbed the counterweighting frame. That explained the elevator moving, but not why hidden levels had no names. Behind the first secure doorway ran a narrow concrete gallery. Rows of painted arrows marked the walls with dates from 1963. The grain terminal had another system built beneath the public working floors. Emergency transfer corridors connected every silo to the shore. Crimson elevator, take the hidden levels one by one. Crimson elevator, rise beneath the burning harbor sun. Higher through the concrete, deeper through the years, every unexpected doorway makes another floor appear. Crimson elevator, where did all these missing levels go? During storms, the harbor elevators couldn't always move the normal way. Dust explosions were a constant danger when electrical equipment failed. So the terminal had gravity routes, removing grain without power belts. Intermediate floors controlled the chutes with manual gates and pressure vents. Workers reached them through the freight lift, but the levels never served the public side. Later renovations closed the system and removed numbers from the guide. One red floor contained a control board with a diagram stretching to the K. Every chute could redirect the grain towards separate storage during emergency. Then the survey found a damaged wall where decades of moisture entered slow. One enormous hopper stood above it, still containing grain from long ago. Voice locked hard bars, check that load. eastern side. Steel gets weak where corrosion ran. Run the structure through the safest plan. Lotron heavy, every syllable hits. Beat stays like no melodic gets rich. Breeze flow 3 on low from the west. Keep the crews clear while the sensors tap. Gravity shoot from another age. Manual gate with a mechanical gauge. No mystery cargo, no secret trade. Emergency system that the harbor made. Red lift stop where vibration trips. Old inspection logic still inside the switch. Tip stable that circuit. Lock the card and move the load without pushing too far. Hard run rolling bass underneath. Facts in the bars with a low register teeth. History matters, safety comes first. One wrong cut makes the old train worse. Empty that hopper, stabilize the wall. Vacuuming through routes before removing them all. Concrete and steel tell a working town tale, but everybody goes home when the procedures prevail. Temporary supports cross the chamber before the grain was moved below. Vacuum systems cleared the oldest material through a sealed and monitored flow. The pressure left the structure. Cracks along the eastern wall grew still. Engineers could finally enter every intermediate service level. There were 7 missing floors between the numbers people used to know. Each had gates and manual mechanisms for directing grain through separate flows. Names remained beside the handles, written small in pencil on the frame. Inspection dates and maintenance initials. Turn the machinery back into human age. Nothing there was built for beauty. Nothing meant to ever meet the crowd. Still the hidden floors that kept the harbor working when the storms had shut it down. Floor by floor, the weight comes down. Safe again beneath the town. Line by line, the plans become whole where pieces once were gone. Crimson elevator. Now the hidden levels have a name. Crimson elevator. Bring the missing floors into the frame. Higher through deep. Noon became a copper evening. Ash was falling on the cedar road. Mountains vanished past the rooftops underneath a dark volcanic cloud. Power lines remained unbroken, but the radio towers faded one by one. Static swallowed every mobile signal as the heavy particles blocked the sun. I was working at the Valley Clinic, checking backup systems for the night, when an old receiver in the basement caught a narrow carrier through the noise. Not a voice, not words, a warning. Only pulse of space to measure time from a relay station on the northern ridge that disappeared from every modern guide. Through the falling gray, something holds the line. Weak but unmistakable, a pattern keeping time. When the newest towers fade, another route remains, buried in the mountains, waiting underneath the rain. Ashfall Broadcast carried through the darkened air. Ashfall Broadcast, find the valleys hidden everywhere. Through the blackened daylight, over silent roads, keep a narrow pathway open where the modern signal goes. Ashfall Broadcast, one surviving line can lead us through tonight. Emergency map showed 3 small villages beyond the eastern evacuation zone. Road crews couldn't reach the upper district and the mobile network there was gone. The basement receiver kept repeating 4 short pulses followed by a long engineering record finally identified it as an automated relay status code. Built before the cellular expansion. The mountain network with the ranger post. Low frequency wired and radio sections. Past information ridge to ridge. Most equipment have been disconnected, but remote weather stations still supplied enough reserve power to one repeater for a diagnostic carrier to survive. If the northern relay still was functioning, other service lines might still remain. We could use the forgotten network without sending anyone through the ash. Ashfall Broadcast. wallpaper diagram showed copper circuits connecting shelters farther up the pass. One by one they tested every branch line two were broken. Three return a tone. Then the eastern shelter indicator lit beneath a handwritten village code. Digital equipment did the old connection into the emergency network feed. Short data packets cross the copper, slow but stable underneath our feet. Medical list and shelter numbers move without depending on the sky. One village needed extra oxygen, another had enough supplies till daylight. No miracle had crossed the mountain, no lost machine had understood our need. Old infrastructure simply offered one more route when newer routes couldn't reach.
Low voice locked, hard bars, ash in the air. Modern tower drops, but the copper stays there. Trace that cabinet, test that pair. Old line buried so the fallout can't interfere. Four short hits and along one lands. Diagnostic pulse from the northern stand. No code, it goes, no secret phrases. Legacy hardware from another age. Deep don't have to keep every bar tight. Data moves slow, but it moves all night. Show the count first, medical needs. And only what matters when the bandwidth's lean.
Village east needs tanks by dawn. Village north says their backup heat stays on. Roads still closed where the ash runs deep. Keep crews safe, no reason to gamble the street.
Patch old line into modern control. Different generations working as a whole. Satellite window when the cloud gets thin. Until that happens, let the copper carry it in. Rhyme drops with the gravel low sound.
Beat stays locked
While the ash falls down.
redundant routes
Aren't wasted design.
they're the reason one failure doesn't end the line.
Document every branch when the crisis is done.
Don't romanticize it, upgrade what must run.
Old system help because somebody left.
The second path when the first one left. Night arrived without a sunset. Ash kept falling over every roof. Crews installed temporary filters at the shelters closest to the plume.
The surviving line carry weather updates, pressure changes, road and medical needs.
Every message short into essentials.
So the narrow network kept its speed.
Near midnight winds began to shift, moving the densest ash toward empty land. Satellite connections opened briefly, giving newer systems room to stand. Still the old relay remained beside them, taking over for whenever signals fell. For the first time in several decades, both networks share the mountain well.
By four, the eruption had grown weaker.
Monitoring stations marked the change.
Ash continued drifting through the valley.
But the emergency routes remained deranged. Ashfall
Yeah, the winds are always singing to the glowing northern light. Every promise keeps on shining even in the darkest night. Every step becomes much stronger, every smile can heal the pain. Side by side we keep believing, sunshine always comes again. Keep your spirit rising,
Nothing lasts forever.
we can build tomorrow.
Standing strong together.
Every single heartbeat
Every shining vision
leads another future.
with a new decision.